You better clear it, Deanne.
Clear it as in go under it, or
Yeah.
yeah, there's no way I'm fouling this up. Famous last words. Hold my beer. Watch this.
Wow, this is one dense city.
Oh
Actually,
yeah, it goes on for a while as well.
Wow.
actually one of the places where the photogrammetry doesn't crap up too much, because usually I have problems with that. But here it looks quite nice.
Yeah, it doesn't look post nuclear blast. It's about one of the only PG places that does.
Yeah.
I don't know if you checked out the city update yet that's come out. It's actually those four of these cities are very close to my place, so I checked them out and it looks absolutely bullshit bad because but it's my problem. It's my internet connection which isn't strong enough for that for the photogrammetry.
No, I did go and have a look at Cologne, and it looked pretty bad to me too.
Okay, okay. Because I don't live, I live not far from there. It's about an hour by car from my place. So, and it didn't look that great. Also, Dortmund and Düsseldorf, are both cities that are close by, weren't that great either.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it might have been my connection, but yeah, I didn't think it looked particularly improved at all. The download wasn't huge.
It was
So,
3 kilobyte or something. I mean, it was really just a
yeah.
can only been a link or something. I mean,
Well, this is it. That's what I think is the actual version of the PG that you get loaded. It was different, but it didn't seem to be much improved to me.
okay, then maybe it's not my connection.
That was kind of a nice little park area right there in the middle of suburbia.
This is nice here.
Yeah, I think the first thing I did when I got the sim was to smash around Tokyo at rooftop level in the TBM just for giggles.
You know, I did the same thing. I got into Super Cub, and I just treetop or rooftop level, and I just kept going on and on and on. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean this was before the days I knew about little nav maps, so I was just completely lost and just smashing through rooftops.
We must have been in the same plane together.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, they had quite the splash for the 40th anniversary. I see someone's putting together the Spruce Goose and some other airplanes. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy day, I think, when that downloads. I
Oh
think I'll
yeah.
stay off the forums because of all the bitching, but yeah, Spruce Goose could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think many of those planes are just gimmicks. I mean, seriously, who's seriously going to fly the Wright Flyer for any period of time? I mean,
Right.
that's the same with this Curtis Jenny. We have already have a few biplanes from that era, so I don't know if that's so interesting. I'm looking forward to the Beaver. I know many people look forward to the DC-3 and to the 310.
Yeah, I mean the 310 could be interesting because it sounds like they are putting the workload in. And obviously we get helicopters and gliders, so we'll see how they've managed to screw over those people who already have built helicopters and gliders. So that'll be fun. Mind you, before all that, we've got to get through SU10 as well.
Yeah.
Aren't we also supposed to get SU11 before the November edition?
Yeah, I expect that's just going to be fixes and stability fixes or whatever it is they always say.
they work, I'm okay with that.
No, that's true. As long as they fix stuff. Hey, Dart, what are you in? Is that the RV?
Yep.
Looks like a
Easy.
Bonanza. Your gear's down. And you're on
Gear's
top of my
down.
wing. You're on top of my wing. Get out my cockpit.
My gear is fixed, my friend. There, out of your cockpit. There you go.
You mean fixed as in sterile or just fixed? Oh.
Ha 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 ha.
If it ain't broke,
Don't fix it. That's a nice one.
The landing gear on the aircraft is freaking bolted fast. It's not going anywhere. It cannot retract.
Only if forcibly done by a descent rate uncontrollable.
it's
Yes.
not going anywhere. It's going to be tough for you to land, bud.
I'll just land on the belly.
Is that still a landing or is it already a crash?
I don't know.
Well, the way Dark does it, it's always a crash, right?
Let's find out.
Talking of lawn darts.
Lawn dart. Lawn dart. There you go.
I just saw a puff of smoke and a little spark of flame, and I thought, shall I go back? And then I thought, nah,
Of course not.
he'll live.
A little bit late, sorry guys.
Hey, hey. We are
That's good.
airborne, heading north.
Yeah, only just caught up with yous now.
Oh, game crash. Why? Again.
You got another one?
Yeah.
There were a lot of people who had game crashes over the last weekend, but since then it's become stable again, at least from what I've heard.
What's the
Oh, wow.
BE-35, Wolf?
He's not on comm. He went off. He went early because he's got some folks visiting, I think.
Ah, righto.
But he reckons there's some rain up at waypoint 2. I'm not quite reading that tag, Doctor. What are you flying?
The Magistra.
Ah, right. Yeah.
I had to catch up with you somehow. And I haven't flown it in a while because it conflicted with the Twin Otter. And I usually flew that a lot more. And I love this thing. I reckon it's awesome. So it's a relatively slow jet, so I thought I'd bring it for a spin. The velocity's cruising speed is only 30 knots slower.
Yeah, I could see your navigation lights flashing in your tag, but I couldn't see the altitude or aircraft. Oh no, it's come up now. Fuga, it comes
Yeah,
up as.
that's it.
I just saw something streaking over the screen.
Nice looking bonanza there, Doctor.
You bought that new Fokker, hey? Or was that Drac?
I didn't.
You didn't buy it? No, it must have been Drac.
I think so.
Yeah, now that's a weird one. Holy shit! Like the engine cowl just has like, no kidding, like a truck exhaust just like sticking out right in your field of view.
Oh
Ah,
no,
you-
I haven't bought that.
You mean
That
the
was tough
Junkers?
Yeah, I would have bought it today, but it's like cruising speed is like 90. She very slow.
She has a cool sound though, especially the rated engine version.
But yeah, if anyone's looking for a cool little trainer jet, I very much recommend the Fuga. It looks slick. V-wing, so extra points there.
You get points for a V-wing, do you?
100%. It's like white writing on the tires of your car. It's just that little bit extra,
Yeah.
you know?
3 horsepower, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Holy shit, I cannot wait to fly the H4 Hercules.
It's either going to be an awful lot of fun or boring as hell.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'll have a replacement for my usual Caribbean cruising aircraft.
Yeah, I use a Catalina now. Love that.
Yeah, it's got a lot better, has it?
Yeah, I think this latest version that Dart put us onto. Yeah, I think I mean
It's up
the
there.
interior. Yeah, the interior is still a bit rough looking, but you know
Yeah.
most of the kit works now, and it it sounds good and looks good from the outside, and
Yep.
actually lands on water okay, not so bad.
Yeah, all right.
Credit where credit's due. It wasn't me. It was Drac.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, you told me how to get through the crazy ass website, so
Yeah.
I'll
Freaking
give you
website.
credit.
Website is fucked, right?
Yeah, and some. You know, if you asked me to design a website which made it almost impossible to find the download link, that would be how I'd do it.
Yeah, you know when Homer made his website, it reminded me of that.
Yeah, it's the kind of website that you were used to 20 years ago. You know.
Yes.
It does look a bit old school, yeah.
I've built better websites than that.
Yeah, same, and I'm not very good at it.
Me neither. So
It's only my day job, but
oh, the last one I built by hand writing HTML,
you're hardcore.
and that was 20 years ago. So
He's not hardcore, he's just old school.
Yeah, old school, retro. Definitely the retro way of doing things. Mind you, I still hand code most of our stuff. Well, most of our work stuff's hand coded.
Why?
Fine tuning.
Yeah,
How you getting on, Dragons? Are you loaded in?
let's see. I'm loading in one more time on you guys and not at Tokyo International. Seeing if that's anything.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, flying over Tokyo, I had a little bit of frame drop, but nothing major.
Yeah, I dropped down to about 30, and last time I was there, probably a year or so ago, it was just a slideshow.
I'm at 35 right now.
All right, we're in.
Hey, see you. You popped up just ahead of us.
Out of a clear blue sky.
Your guys' local time was around 8 in the morning, hey? Is that the usual?
Yeah, we usually start at 8 local time.
Sick.
Yeah, some pretty big showers off to our left.
Oh, yep, can see that. And a rainbow.
Yay.
Yay! See why they build golf courses on the top of buildings, because there's no real estate over here to do in the city.
No. Is that a beaver dam in that lake down there?
Yeah, it looks like.
Road goes up and down through the water.
Yeah. You got to take a run up.
Yeah. If it's flooded, lower it.
Just hope that they have the golf courses on the buildings, then they also have lots of netting around the buildings.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Nice surprise for the people below.
Next week I'll be using the Toby, which is exciting.
Oh, the eye tracker.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let us know how it is.
Yeah, I will.
Had my eye on it for ages, but
The only
it's
reason I
expensive
got
to pull
it,
the trigger.
yeah, I mean, like, it was on sale, 20% off, so I was like, that's pretty good. I'll take it.
Yeah.
But the only reason is because I only got a 10 series card, and VR is
Yeah.
doable. It's
Wouldn't
workable.
Kill it.
Well, it doesn't really kill it. It's doable. I can run it. At,
Wouldn't be enjoyable.
well, no, I wouldn't say that either. My computer
Yeah.
just runs at max for 2 hours. Is not great because it gets really hot, and
Right.
it is the cusp of too little of processing, and so, I mean, like, it's a beast for other VR games, but this game is a beast. So
Yes.
for VR. So, anyways, that's why I've got it. But I also had to buy a new VR cable because mine went bad. So it was like split screen was like flickery and the sound was bad. But dude, with the new cable, 120 hertz and like no flicker or crackle or whatever, Beat Saber never felt so good.
Yeah, wicked.
So I'm excited to see the difference at least, and hopefully it works out better. I gotta figure out, my computer's been weird, but it's probably because I'm almost full up on space too.
Yeah, because it's full of space. Is that No Man's Sky filling it up?
Actually no.
I know.
No Man's Sky is not that big a game. It's only like 12 gigabytes.
Yeah. Everything's procedural.
Yeah, of course, because it's random, isn't it?
Yep.
Random and infinite kind of thing.
Yep. Near enough to it.
this rain is right over the airport, I think.
Oh, good.
It's a good day for plane washing. Yes.
Yeah, and when the Wilga comes out, we'll actually have working wipers, which is so cool.
Is that not a thing?
No, it's not.
How's
Not a
that
thing
not
yet.
a thing on the 737s?
How is it not a thing? Probably because
Just
they
in general.
couldn't figure it out until now, because Gravel is a mad genius with the code. And Jonks is a mad genius with textures.
Each
And,
engine also has wipers.
or with,
so it should be,
materials?
another-
Yeah, but how come it's not a thing as standard by Sober? Like, oh, let's make sure
You
the
mean like-
wipers work.
You mean like how come
not do
water
it.
physics isn't a standard, or
Well, physics generally, actually.
anything?
It looks pretty, but it don't work. That'll do, ship it.
It looks pretty, but it doesn't really fly like it should, but it's good. I mean, nobody will notice, right?
Yeah, no one will notice. No one will come on the forums and moan about it.
No one's a real pilot that really flies any of these planes, so no one really can tell.
Yeah, exactly.
What's a wiper blade? Oh. Windshield wipers are overrated. True IFR guys don't ever.
Yeah, exactly. It's just simulated rain. It can't hurt you.
I will remember when AJ Foyt was getting ready to drive Le Mans in the Ford GT, and the windshield wipers didn't work. He says, doesn't matter at 200 miles an hour, the rain won't stay on the windshield anyway.
Well, exactly. In this game, if you can't see because of the rain, you're not taxiing fast enough.
Yeah, that rain is like right on top of the airport and nowhere else.
Yeah, it's not actually. I've just landed and there wasn't a drop.
No wipers required. North.
Yeah.
Looks like a supercell to the right.
Oh, Rexpo, I got that weather program, the, what was it?
Weather Force.
Yeah, I've been meaning to
Yeah.
ask you about that.
Initially I was impressed, but it seems, I must be missing something, because it seems like their weather update, it's not near as effective as it is in the default weather.
Really?
Yeah, I was, last night I took off from Wrangell, heading up to Yakutat, and, I'm halfway up there, and I've been watching the weather, and all of a sudden it gets clear, and it won't reset to clouds, and so I ended up going to default weather, and that's not the first time that's happened, so I've got to read up on something. I must be missing something, but,
Maybe a setting or something.
yeah.
How about the iced up harbors in July? Do anything about that?
I haven't had a chance to actually really look at. Unfortunately, yesterday I was looking forward to ice jammed up in southeast Alaska in places where it shouldn't have been, and of course it's like, oh, there's no ice there. So how am I supposed to compare it? So I'm still working it, but I would think that would be a relatively easy fix that Asobo can make, because it's distracting when there's ice.
Yes, it is. So it's ridiculous when you fly across Ketchikan and your cruise ships are in the ice. We touch and go here at full stop.
Touch and go.
I may buy that Weather Force program anyway, just to throw some money at it. I guess you can switch back and forth. You can pick what looks best.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing.
Then you pay for a program, you shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
If you pay for a sim, you shouldn't have to do that.
We almost had to call the fire department out about stalling that thing right into the McDonald's. Kodiak takes some getting used to. I'm used to being in the gravel. I think I saw photos by Kev had a screenshot of the Kodiak on floats. Has anybody heard any progress report on that one?
Just waiting
Yeah,
on
it's
Sounds
update
like they're
10.
holding off till after the next update,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and now that's been delayed.
So
I don't know. I feel like I feel like they're being picky about it or something, because there's heaps of float planes out now that feel perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
but
they're trying to
I
avoid
think-
releasing it and then immediately having to put another fix out.
yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
because inevitably something's gonna break, and it's probably gonna make things unplayable.
Low wires. Holy crap.
You're still flying. You're okay.
So is that airplane you are in? Is that a fly-by-wire?
What?
Oh, he's so crap wires. I figured maybe he was a fly-by-wire bird.
No.
Oh.
Power lines.
Oh, power line.
I'm in the RB-14.
You having flashbacks there, AK? Oh my
Yeah.
god, there's wiring.
Yeah, I was like, when you mentioned RV-14, I had this mental picture of a Winnebago flying around, but
Yeah, it looks like one.
yeah.
Not even a tail dragger. It's got nose gear.
Why, look, it's trees.
My god, we haven't cut them all down yet. Put a golf course in.
Yeah. Well, we've gotten to the 10-inch of rain mark up here in Alaska.
Wow.
They've never, well, we didn't get 10 inches all at one point, all at one time, so we are pretty lucky there, but broke records. In fact, it's another rain. We've had like 3 weeks of just every day's been almost straight rain.
Well, you could ship some over here. We haven't had any. We've got hose pipe bans in place now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'll take a little too.
Wolf did say by waypoint 2 we hit some rain, and looks like he was right.
Yeah, that looks like rain.
X-Rad says there's a lot of orange, so more severe rain in there.
Yeah, that looks to be some heavy stuff in.
Oh well, punch right through it. .24 degrees out. Nothing's gonna freeze at that temperature.
Yeah, I've got some reds on the old weather radar. Should be fun. It's alright, Welland. We'll see you through.
seem to be skirting through the storms either side. Avoided rain pretty good so far.
All I can see is a bunch of tags going into a big grey mist. So it looks like you are going to get it.
I'm in it and I'm behind you guys. Windows on either side look like whitewater rivers.
Well, I'm definitely in the rain now.
Well, I've been working at that RNAV approach in the 737. I gotta tell you, now that I've kind of got a better idea, I sure like the fact that the workload for the flight crew is diminished quite a bit, considering they're not doing it old school.
Yeah, I've been trying approaches in the 146 and getting confused by all the random looking buttons. That's always good fun.
Yeah.
You know, especially when it's, you know, your work rate goes up somewhat. It's like, oh, well, okay, so how do I switch that on? Can't find the bloody button because they use their own design, of course.
I flew the other day, and right at touchdown, I had a disconnect from the server. There's nothing worse than having your anticipation crushed by the fact that you lost connection. Then, of course, gained it. Right? Yeah, it was, timing was impeccable.
I mean, why do they have to disconnect your flight controls just to tell you your internet connection's gone offline?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what possible benefit is that?
Yes, definitely notice.
Okay, yeah, and gear down and flare. No, you can't flare. You're just going to lawn dart into it.
So that literally is flying by wire.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to climb to 4,000 or above to clear these first ridges.
Yeah, probably.
You took the fun out of that. Good gracious.
Just,
I was
I
just
mean,
looking on.
Stay down at 1,000 feet until you see something.
Yeah, that always is a good plan, right?
How'd that goat get up here again?
Yeah.
There's a nice sporadic rain showers in these mountains. Got a nice Nice picturesque light.
Yeah, it's a good feel to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes a change from non-stop sunny.
Yep.
Rainbow. Right in front of us, Dark.
Double rainbow.
See that?
Yep. Been looking at it for quite a bit.
Mesmerized.
Pretty good stutters right here. Love to see that.
What's that pot of golds over here? Because I could sure use some with the price of food.
Yeah, living's expensive.
It is.
Would be the alternative.
Yeah, our energy bills, our gas and electric has just doubled.
Wow.
Right.
It's okay, mate. At least wages rise with them.
Well, I wish. No, my plan for the winter is just to run the sim 24/7, and don't need to put the heating on there.
Yeah, look, I'd recommend a big 43-inch monitor that also acts as a heater for your face as well. It's very handy.
Yeah, I got a 55, but unfortunately it doesn't put out much heat.
Ah,
But my PC certainly does, so I think we'll just live in this room during the winter and, eat breadsticks and keep warm around the CPU.
perfect.
I've got a cunning idea. I'm going to put a hose on the exhaust fan of my PC into a tent and then live in the tent. That'll do.
Cook s'mores on your graphics card.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice and flat. Nice flat metallic surface to fry stuff up on.
Heck yeah.
And knowing our luck here in the UK, we'll probably have the coldest, longest winter on record.
Who's predicting that? Predicting the
And,
opposite.
yeah, it will just be a mild and probably wet and annoying winter.
But you saw they just started House of Dragons, so winter is coming.
Yeah.
Hardy, hardy, hardy.
My plane is starting to aggravate me with how many times it's saying 500.
Yeah, mine too.
Now, if I was getting, $500 bills every time it said that, then I wouldn't get so annoyed. The weather
Yeah.
change,
I'd fly lower.
I've had 2 weather changes in very short succession.
It's called flying in and out of the cloud.
Yep.
No, it's called weather turns.
You guys don't get the GPWS. He doesn't say 520, 510.
Oh no.
You know.
Traffic, traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, up. Oh, up.
Terrain, terrain.
Also,
Yeah, get that in
we
the
get,
146 when you're landing. It's a pain in the ass.
when we get to Mount Adatara, I think it is, I want to see your best screenshots. I'll tell you when we get there, but it's the last leg, or the last section. Because apparently it's pretty good scenery. Hopefully it's not raining.
Okay then.
Huge shit flying around. like nothing.
Hey, look, man. It's difficult being this quick, alright?
Takes a lot more than fancy flying.
Yeah. Time to buzz the mountain, Bob.
Negative G's.
Oh! Did the weather just change for you guys, like, instantly then? Oh, and off
Yep.
again.
Yep.
Yeah, dark
That
shit.
was
That's
weird.
Metar change.
Just did that to me like a minute ago.
Yep.
That was nuts because, like, for a second there, I had no visibility at all, and I'm, like, flying around being a dick in amongst the rangers.
That's weird.
Oh, Doc, did you just crash?
It's not a flight without a crash.
How'd that happen?
Just have fun.
Yeah. If you ain't crashing, you're not having fun.
That's right. But you put a bumper sticker on your truck that says hit the Y button.
This is roughly the halfway point here, guys. So, if you'd prefer to find a valley to set down somewhere, we won't dead stick it this time. I know Deanne's really sad about that.
Damn you.
I know.
Where I am, there's a nice couple.
But I think it's time to put our bush skills to the test
Uh-oh.
for our 10-minute break.
Yeah, copy.
This has promise to it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of, like, rice fields and that over here.
Yep.
Oh, straight ahead.
There's a road you could land on. You just gotta share it with the cars.
Following in CG.
I'm flying through a rainbow.
What drugs are you on, and can I have some?
Fly better when I'm on drugs.
Oh God, they're all over me in green. Ah.
Oh, this is gonna be bumpy as shit.
It's your fault for bringing a non-bush plane.
Yeah, I know. Look, I'm just dealing with the consequences of my actions, alright? Leave me alone. It was actually alright.
Yeah, well, that's good.
500.
Oh my god, I've just run out of fuel.
It would have been a dead stick if we'd waited
Yeah,
any longer.
just as I turned around to pull up, I'm just like, oh, why's my engine not getting more powerful? Yeah, I am out of fuel. Holy shit, that timing.
If we had bush planes, we could have landed on this sandbar over here.
Just cross through this.
Nice one, Dragon.
Yeah, it's a bit bumpy.
But it's not bad.
I've done worse.
Wait a sec, Dark's not in a bush plane either.
Nope.
Oh.
Oh no, I've popped a wheelie trying to reverse my plane.
You're right next to me, spinning on your tail. Can you just go real fast, then jam on your foot
Yeah.
brakes?
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
There's a nice looking Bonanza.
An RV14. Oh my gosh, DN. How did you not learn your lesson? Go out of reverse, then hit the brakes.
I know.
Actually,
Use forward to come to a complete stop. Don't even hit the brakes.
Yeah, what's the fun in that, mate?
There's up in the sea. Is Rex slow down?
Nope. Coming in right now.
Yeah, Rexpo's coming in hot.
Yep, you guys land on the road. What'd you do? Land in the paddy?
land in the field here.
Yep.
Okay. That could be ugly.
Yeah, it's bumpy.
It's not that bad though.
Yeah, we got there.
Yeah. A pro.
Cool, my canopy can open. That's cute.
Enjoy the rain.
Okay, 10-minute
It's not
break.
rain. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna punch out, guys.
Okay.
Go have some breakfast at 1
Take
PM.
care.
Alright guys, catch us next week.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah, take
See
care.
yous.
Take care.
Are we all down?
Nope, I'm still en route.
Copy.
But I do have visual.
Oh, I see you. look at it, it's coming in like a bullet. And he's down.
Very nice. Good landing.
Very nice. Right, 10 minutes, yeah?
Oh, starting now? Okay. That's right. I didn't see that Wayland was still up. Yes.
Yeah.
10 minutes starting now.
Lovely.
You get a 15-minute break.
AK, you terrorist.
I thought you were gonna have to pick my bones up off the mountain. Man, she was pretty mushy getting out of that.
All right. 30 seconds left. Roll out.
Rolling.
Whoa, dark.
What?
Something was whack about that roll out.
What do you mean?
Did you not just take off?
No.
Oh. Well,
That was Welland.
right, but you flew over me, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, your maneuvering looked a bit otherworldly.
It probably was.
And it definitely wasn't me.
What he's trying to say is, you fly like a crazy person.
It's a sim.
No, I mean, like, it looked not.
Even worse, it's us.
It didn't look real, right? Like, within the limitations of the sim, you were, like, flying odd.
500.
Describe odd.
Like,
I remind you that we regularly try to manage
UFO. You were snap rolling in an RV-14.
No, I snapped
500. 500.
Had it been real life, I probably would have snapped my neck.
Alright, fair
500.
enough.
Hey, Dion, in the Kodiak, even though it's got a weather radar visually, it didn't come with one, right? Is that an upgrade, or is that a add-on?
I don't think it comes with one, but the NXI that comes from working title, well, will be default. Yeah, it's got it built into there. There is a pod out on the wing, but I don't think the Kodiak from SWS had it by default. I think it came as part of the NXI.
Okay.
Wait, so is there working weather in the Kodiak now?
Yeah, it has been for a while.
I don't have
If
it.
you go to map options on the center display, and then there's a next rad button, I think. Hang on, let me find it. Yeah, map options, and then halfway along there's a next rad button.
What? It's a crap. Put the Kodiak AP on, and I try and turn left, the yoke moves to the right.
Yeah, it's trying to counter your steering, isn't it?
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't even turn AP on.
So if you got the so the next rad, that's not the weather one, is it?
Sorry, AK, say again.
Is it? So when I go to map display and about in the middle there, it's got next rad, but that's not the weather radar, I don't think.
It is.
It is weather radar, yeah. It's not native to the aircraft. If you look at, yeah, if you look out on the right wing, you have got a radar pod.
Right.
And in the aircraft that have working radars, you have like a plan view next rad over the top of your moving map, and then you'll have a horizontal radar and a vertical radar, you know, and you can obviously do the splits, but Kodiak doesn't have that. It does just have the next rad plan view radar.
Okay. Well, that'll be another project that I'll have to work with.
Different from the weather radar that you have in the Seneca or in the Skymaster.
Yeah, I mean the TVM one is what I would call the weather radar, where you can actually have you can look at a cross section and see a vertical or horizontal scan. That's what I call weather radar. Whereas this is just like weather radar on weather.com as an overlay on your base map.
Right.
Yeah, but the Skymaster has that as well. And so does the Seneca. That's a separate screen only for weather radar.
Yeah, I think that's the same on the TVM, isn't it? In that you can have like a NexRad radar, so you can fly between showers, plus a vertical and horizontal split, version from the pod. Which works.
Similar, yeah. One of the things that I like in the Skymaster that you do have functions with the radar.
Hey, this scenery is pretty nice.
It is.
Drag, did you say this mountain's on the last leg?
It's on the last section of, between waypoint 10 and the home or the ending airport, yeah.
Yeah, just deciding which camera to get out,
Right.
So how high were you after the flight last week?
How what?
How high were you after the flight last week?
Oh. Negligible. But my bathroom, the fan in my bathroom, the outlet or whatever, the outport on the edge of the building is right next to their door. So when they go out and smoke on the back porch, if I don't have the fan on in the bathroom basically 24/7, when I go in there, it is like someone's just burning the whole bush.
Wow.
one's going to run the river.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Well, you kind of got to. We can follow it all the way to waypoint A.
There are power lines down here.
As I guess should be expected.
Indeed.
By the way, do you see the Fukushima nuclear power plant?
I thought it was on the northern coast of the island, I think, wasn't it?
I think our end point is Fukushima tonight.
Yeah, we don't quite make the coast today though. Well, there's a substation in this valley, so there's cables going everywhere.
Oh yeah, I see those. They got big balls on them.
Yeah, it's the very next, it's the set right next to them that don't have the balls on, and then they appear in like 3 seconds to go, and you're like, ah. Yeah, most of these bridges are too low as well.
Pretty lake over here.
Not a bad lake.
Take that, trees. Uh-oh, this is not looking good for the home team.
Who rescues the rescuer? nice. I'm starting to get some colour in the trees in Japan here now. Good old Aki season.
My Toby is one state away. And it's still gonna take 4 days to get here, apparently.
Ray got his halfway around the world in 3 days.
Well, from Sweden to Taiwan, I can see that happening. From
Yeah,
Sweden
something
to
like-
Utah, you know, I get why they'd say the 30th of August. Or not August, September. August? Yeah. August 30th.
Yeah, that'd be about right.
So, but it said it just left Denver this morning. So, I mean, maybe
Could be-
maybe it'll be
could be-
here early. But
Could be in Wyoming tomorrow.
yeah,
Good.
that's true. But I ordered the VR cable and they said should arrive by end of day, I don't know, the 24th. And the door rolled around and they're like, we couldn't find your address. And I was like, this building is like 30 years old. How did you not? And you've, huh? Doesn't the same guy do the delivery routes every single day? How do you not know where the address is? I've ordered stuff before and the same FedEx guys dropped stuff off before. I worked for UPS for like a holiday season, and the guy knew every address and the people that lived there by like their names. He could tell you what their address was, which is kind of creepy, but like also I get it. He does the same route every day for a whole year. You probably figure out who lives where. But I was like, that's stupid that you couldn't find where I live. I've been here for a year and a half now.
Yeah, I always take that as code for we could not be asked to deliver today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted to go home early.
Don't bother us.
Drove past it and I was too lazy to go back.
Yeah, I had a brand new laptop delivered by Amazon 3 times until I eventually got it.
Nice. That's about accurate.
The weather's coming down.
Jesus, Dito. Oh, dark.
What?
You just fucking clipped my nose out of nowhere in clouds.
Got an old banzai on you.
You mean Bonanza?
Yeah.
Ah, Jesus, get out.
Okay. Just kidding. I can actually see the RB14, so it's not even a Bonanza. It didn't make any sense.
Made sense to me though.
How about the Van's Eye?
But what?
The Van's Eye.
You mean like get banned, son? Are you banning me from the conversation? That's
The
rude.
Van's Eye. Smack. I'm gonna smack you in my wings.
Oh, but Van's Eye. Like the
There
art,
you
like
go.
the Vans. I see.
Yes.
Got it. On the same page
Wow.
now. It sounded like
Okay.
you were saying ban with a B, like Bravo. I was like, I don't get it.
The Van. No.
You should have just left it where it was.
Do you?
Yeah, I got no visual, nothing.
Yeah.
Get your head out of the clouds.
I like clouds.
They're fluffy.
Nice little lake to the right of us.
Nope, can't see that.
Well, you can see it on the map.
What do you think you are? A spaceship at 7,000 feet?
Well, I'm trying to work out how high this mountain is.
It's about 6,000 feet. The one on
Wow.
your left, Mount Bandai?
Yeah, Mount Bandai, yeah.
I don't know. Let's see.
That's alright.
1,700 meters roughly.
Okay.
17.5.
All the red's gone off my map, so that's how I measure things. Keep going up until the red goes away.
That has a safety margin.
Yeah, it's 500 feet. It'll do.
It's not really fun unless the safety margin's like 100 feet.
Yeah, if you can see where you're going, that's fine. But when you can't see shit, it's yeah, I don't want to hit the hill. Call me old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned.
Thank you.
Hi, old fashioned. I'm Dark. How are you today?
I'm very well, sir. And you?
I am upside down.
Hi, upside down.
No, I said I'm dark.
You said you're upside down.
I said I'm physically upside down.
Well,
So is it dark or upside down?
yeah, confusing me now.
It's because your neighbors are lighting up.
That's true. Smoke weed every day. Surprised I get anything done.
Maybe they don't.
I'm surprised. I said I'm surprised I get anything done.
Well, taking one for the team. That's what we like about you, Dragon. Taking one for the team.
Yeah, maybe that's why I don't get the flight plans done until very end of possible time. Or it's because I'm running a mega corporation in No Man's Sky. One of the two.
Real name is Braylon, or you Tommy?
What? I don't know why Wayland is so quiet all the time for me. Hold on, let me turn
I
it up.
have this individual mic like blasting
Oh,
and I can still barely
He's
hear
as
it.
high as I can go, yeah.
Damn, I thought we had fixed that issue.
I also got a Kodiak engine. A noisy ass turbine in my ear.
Whiny ass.
Was that whiny ass? Damn. All
Whiny
right.
ass,
I was
yeah.
trying to do my best Rexpo impression, but
Oh well.
oh well.
Me too.
Yeah, keep the day job, Dragons.
Yeah.
'cause that was no good.
Yeah. Well. All right. Mount Adatara is on your direct right there, DN. But it looks like there's clouds, and so that's no bueno.
Can I have a look?
We're in CNS weather here.
Oh, I see it.
There's CSS.
I see the Mount Adatara. If y'all saw the photo that I posted with the event, you should be able to recognize the valley that is right over here. The hike of Mount Adatara. And it looks pretty similar. I'm impressed.
Still code CSS.
You're still coding CSS?
No, I said I am still code CSS. Can't see shit.
Oh. I was like, damn, okay. I'm code
you were
HTML,
starting-
and
I
he's
thought
code
you were
PHP.
starting up a web page.
I'm never, ever writing HTML again. Ever.
Good, you don't have to. I don't know why anyone does anymore. The fact that
They're
the
cheap.
companies that I
They're
work
cheap
for
asses.
decided, well, not really. WordPress is great.
No.
WordPress is, no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose if you're banging a site together, it's quick and easy. Yeah.
No. It's the fact that anyone that writes a web page in HTML and PHP as a client, like a, you know, if you hire a company to build you a website and they make it so that you can never leave them, that's a bad company. Like they, unless you're buying their marketing or SEO or like a continued service, then great, you can custom code it, whatever. If you're going to be on the spot on support, but the company I work for has decided to go with another company that built their website and used PHP in the back end, and so if we want anything done, it can take up to a week for them to figure out how to code it in PHP. And that's stupid, because with a different system, I could do it in 3 minutes.
I thought PHP went the way of the dinosaurs, didn't it?
That's what I thought
haven't
too,
looked at any
but
of that for years. Yeah.
apparently not. Apparently they decided to do it the hardest possible way.
Very cool. No.
Very nice, man.
Well, I should say, if you're hard coding a website and it's for somebody else, you're doing it incorrectly. If it's for yourself, I don't care what you do. If you know what you're doing, that's awesome. But if you're making it for a client that they will eventually want to either, you know, manage or run on their own, making it proprietary and impossible for a non-developer, anybody to use, is backwards at this point in time.
And they do it to try and lock you in, so you'll
That's-
keep stumping
right,
up
that's
the
what I'm-
monthly check.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a shit way of doing business.
Yep. HTML's fine, but just don't do it for a client-customer relation that you can't guarantee instant support for. And also, don't use deprecated themes on a WordPress and then code PHP on top of it.
Wow. PHP should have been taken outside and shot in the face years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell them. That's hard to tell them, because we're still paying them the big bucks.
Way back in college, I took a course on very beginning computer programming and wanted to know what they were programming in. Pascal.
What?
Pascal's okay.
So
Nothing wrong with There's nothing wrong with Pascal. Object Pascal back in the day was
Back in the
one
day,
of the
that's not bad.
quickest and fastest way of writing Windows software. Way better than C++.
Anything's better than C+ or C#.
Yeah, true.
Still
But-
programming in Fortran.
Hey, you're lucky. When I was at college, all our programming was in bloody COBOL or assembler.
Oh well.
We had
How many
a,
acronyms, but you guys got too many acronyms for me. I can't keep up.
That's
When
okay.
I was in college, we used
OK,
to slide
AK.
rule.
Slide rule. Nice.
My grandma,
Yeah,
who's
we
the most
calculated
tech-
by slamming two rocks together. Yeah.
my grandma, who's the most tech illiterate person, took a class in Fortran in college, and I don't know how that worked out well, but she enjoyed it apparently.
Yeah, Fortran's okay if you've got an application for it, but in this day and age, you should only be using it for CFD or, weather
Oh,
modeling and stuff like that nowadays.
yeah,
Nah,
using
like,
it for
Email,
kinetics.
logging into an email is tough, so finding the Netflix on the TV is tough for her. Finding
Oh
any
dear.
channel, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a good time when she's got a question about tech. It's like that. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tommy Johnigan, but
Rings a bell.
he's got a bit called Mom iTunes, and I highly recommend it for anyone that has tech illiterate family members. Because at one point he says, my mom called me and she asked me if that she told me she downloaded some songs. She asked me if they were supposed to open in Microsoft Word. I said, no, Mom, they should not be opening in Microsoft Word. I don't even know how you did that. Bill Gates couldn't figure out how to open songs in Microsoft Word.
But where
And
there's
that's
a
how I
will, there's
feel.
always a way.
And that's how I feel whenever I talk to my grandma.
That's a nice little airfield here.
Yeah, did you download the add-on for it?
Yeah.
Good. It's pretty well done.
Yeah, there's a rule in my family, you don't ask me any IT questions, because
500.
I will snarl at you, generally speaking.
500.
Especially if it's to do with printers.
Yeah, this is quite nice. Interesting color. I want to know why they have these lines in the middle of all the airports here. Like, is that like a center point line?
Yeah, I
or,
think that's the center point, isn't it?
or is that like if you can't slow down by this point, you gotta power up and go
Yeah,
around?
you commit to go around, and maybe it's if you're not going to be stopped by that point.
Uh-oh. Ian's doing the old low approach. Then he got a haircut with Dark Wolf going the other direction.
Yeah, that's nothing unusual.
Is the field on that bridge?
Alright, AK. And Dragon.
Ew.
I wasn't
Got a
close
haircut.
enough.
Good haircut.
I gotta get in closer.
You know, I used to be in the military. I've let my hair grow out a little bit since retiring, but I'm bringing back the good old days.
That was a terrible landing.
It's way off center line, my guy.
Yeah. Got distracted by Dark, dive bombing you.
Excuses, excuses.
Get off the runway.
That's Rexpo excuse number 64. I was distracted by low-flying aircraft.
As long as you're not distracted by the runway.
Nice little airport. There's a helipad mid runway as well.
Yeah.
So Dragon, how do you get into the feather? It looks
Into
like your
feather?
props in feather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to go all the way down on the blue stick, prop art,
Right.
prop whatever, all the way down.
Well, I'm stuck at the
You gotta
gate.
drag it.
You got to drag it with your mouse. I have it set up on
Yeah.
a binding on my throttle quadrant, where if I knock it down, it'll reverse and go even farther down. But
Yeah, I still can't drag it. It looks like it's got to be shifted over to the left to get over the gate, but
yeah, I don't remember what I set it to, but
I've never been able to feather this airplane or the prop on this.
yep, I always feather it when I got to do dead stick or when I gotta, you know, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, if you pull it back with the mouse OK and sort of wheel left and right, it does tend to come over the gate and go down. I thought it was literally broken the first time I tried to use it. It's a bit finicky.
So you drag it back to the gate,
And then wiggle it.
and then you. Oh. See, I'm glad I talked to the experts because I never would have figured that out.
Yeah, it's definitely nowhere in the documentation, I don't think.
No, I don't think it is. I thought it was broken, and then one day I managed to do it accidentally, and since then I've had no problem.
Always learn something new flying with you guys.
That's okay. We're all learning. I've never flown a plane in real life. I don't know any of this stuff. Well, that's not true. I've flown a little bit, but not enough to know anything.
Yeah, I've flown enough just to be dangerous.
I've flown in this sim enough to be dangerous.
Yeah, same.
Is there a pilot on board? I mean, hey man, I've done this in the sim like 5 times. Call me an expert, but like, I got you.
Yeah, you got to remember though, the expert's the guy who knows one thing more than everyone else.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and he learned it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I always doubt people who call themselves experts. That's never a good sign.
Novice for me.
And the definition of an idiot is somebody who doesn't know what you learned this morning.
Yeah, put it this way: if they ever come over the intercom on a flight and say, "Has anyone got any flight experience?" I will definitely keep my hand down.
Yeah.
What? You don't even want to try?
Yeah, if there was no one else on board, maybe, but
My only flight experience is as a passenger.
I
There's
mean,
some
if
commercial out there that
we die or I try, I'm definitely trying.
oh well, in that case, yeah, I wouldn't put my hand up immediately.
there's. I don't know if you guys saw the commercial where there's the flight attendant asked for somebody with flying experience, and there's a guy sitting next to a pilot. Oh yeah, I've done it. So he runs up front. He throws a switch. Oh, it's not that one. And she's kind of like looking at him like, oh my God, this guy thinks he's an expert. It's a great commercial.
So good you can't remember what it was for.
It
Maybe.
is so good. Well, that's short-term memory loss there.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it was a treat.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good weather as well.
Very fun.
Yeah,
Very nice
kind of
weather.
fun. See you all next week.
Yep.
Sounds
Take
good.
care.
See y'all.
All right.
Thanks, Dragons.
Bye-bye.
Definitely.
Yeah, nice flight plan, guys.
I'm gonna make the flight plan right now. So like, you don't have to worry about it.
Hey.
Oh, so
Dragon,
we'll
when you get a chance, could you walk
Yeah.
me through
Yeah,
Discord?
Yeah, I'll give you a call on Discord shortly.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yep.
You guys have a good week.
You too.
You too.
Yeah,
Thanks.
take care.